Noomi Rapace has been in a few Netflix original movies. She was in Brits, she was in What Happened to Monday, and I was really curious about Close, and it came out of nowhere, as much of the Netflix movies tend to do. I just got a notification, you may like this movie, and I thought, hey, I'll be the judge about this one, and I stuck it on, and it's all about a bodyguard called Sam, and we're introduced to her as she is touring press about a war zone. She's attacked and very skillfully gets herself out of that situation, keeps the press alive, and then we're introduced to Zoe, a rich heiress. Her father just recently died and she's just inherited this large corporation, and her stepmother has told her that she's going away to a foreign country to live in this secluded, locked up kind of house for protection. And wouldn't you believe it, Zoe's her new guard. So the two of these people are thrust together, they go to this place and they're attacked, and it turns out that Zoe and Sam are on the run trying to survive in Morocco with seemingly everybody after them, and unsure as to who the bad guys are and what exactly they want with Zoe. Fairly simple, and it's the kind of plot that we've seen done before, but to be fair, in this day and age, which story isn't been done before or hasn't been done before? It's very familiar in its tropes and the way it kind of plays out, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. There is a kind of familiarity that is comforting about the story, and it focuses more on certain action set pieces and a little bit of characterisation as well. There is moments where the characterisation feels a little bit forced and a little bit pushed onto you and not as natural as it would sometimes be, where the characters will discover a picture of a child and it'll lead into a kind of forced conversation, and that is where it is. But then there's other really good moments in the movie as well, where Sam has just been through some things. Somebody close to her has just died. They're on the run, it's a high pressure situation, and she just kind of takes 5 minutes out from this, away from Zoe, time to herself, just allow herself just a brief moment of grief to allow things to sink in before she gets the poker face back on and goes back out to the task at hand. It's a little moment in the movie that I thought was really well done, really strong, and something that I quite liked. I would have liked more of that within it. But this is primarily an action movie, and Noomi Rapace does fantastic when it comes to the action set pieces. There is plenty of kick-ass action going on here, so hand to hand, really neat. There is some gunplay as well, and it's really fun and inventive, some of the action. There is one where she has her hands tied behind her back and she has to somehow beat somebody that is bigger, stronger, more agile than she is in the situation, and it is brutal, fun and exciting at the same time. You know, there is one outstandingly shot action set piece underwater which is breathtaking. Literally, I was holding my breath watching this set piece, in both awe at the way it was shot and how beautiful it looked, and in the sort of tenseness of that situation that she was in. I thought it was extraordinarily well done, and there are more scenes like that throughout the movie, but there are some contrivances as well, but that goes part and parcel with these kind of movies. You know, like I said, it's not wholly original, but it does its best with the material. I found the movie to be really enjoyable. I liked Noomi Rapace. I instantly latched onto her character. Zoe is somebody that starts off kind of abrasive and becomes, not, I wouldn't say like a complete victim all the way through. It's somebody who can handle herself, but sometimes gets herself into other situations by being a little bit headstrong. But it's a nice addition to these pairing of this couple as they try to survive with everybody after them. The action set pieces are great. I really enjoyed them. I had no problems with that whatsoever. Characterisation, there in some scenes and kind of forced in others, and a little bit trite in set pieces, but I would say, you know, check out Close. I thought it was a fun watch, kind of popcorn movie, just about 90 minutes. It's an easy thing to just throw on and not have to think about, just enjoy what's there in front of you. If you've seen Close, I'd love to know your opinion of it. Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.